Harry Dynamite, Dynamite Sports. We put the in sports. What up, though? What up, though, little Dynamite?
All good, all good. What about you guys?
We're chilling. We're here with Miles Weber. What up, though, Miles?
What up? What up?
All right. Uh, Let me just put up the title. What's going on? Dynamite Sports. We put the in sports. So we're here. Little Dynamite and I are here with guest Miles Weber, pro overseas prospect and IMG Academy alum. And Miles, Little Dynamite, and myself are going to be talking about college athletes getting paid. Also, let me get that back up. We're going to be talking about college athletes getting paid, the sports entertainment business as a whole, and the functions and the roles in the sports entertainment business, as well as fashion brand entrepreneurism and D1 and Juco leagues, and basically getting it out of the mud. Miles and I were just talking about his fashion brand. If we could just reiterate what we were talking about, your fashion brand, Fully Feared.
Yeah, for sure. I just dropped my clothing brand actually on my birthday, June 12th, and it's called Fully Feared. Our kind of slogan is transmute your fear, or your transmute your fear into fuel. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and then I got some artists already rocking with my brand. I connected with Cowboy. He likes the brand. And then as well as BFB the Pac-Man, he actually wore my shirt. This exact shirt over here, Rolling Loud.
Oh, let me check it out. Rolling Loud, that function in Miami, right?
Yeah, he wore that and performed in that. There's a little hat too that goes with it. So that was definitely a good look for my brand.
And individuals can actually go to your Instagram, shout your Instagram out, and I've seen a bunch of different looks that you have for your brand. That's just one of them. Fully Feared. Fear can be healthy. I mean, it's pause, fight or flight, and you definitely a fighter. Shout your Instagram out.
Yeah, for sure. My brand's Instagram name is @shopfullyfeared. And you can also check us out on our website at shopfullyfeared.com.
Absolutely.
And that's all on Instagram. That's on my page in the bio. And then as well as on my Instagram's page for my brand.
All right. And again, let me just reiterate, if you're just joining us, our guest, Little Dynamite, and our guest, I'm Harry Dynamite. Our guest, Miles Weber, is a pro overseas basketball prospect. He's a IMG Academy alum. And we're going to be talking about college athletes getting paid. We're going to be talking about the sports entertainment business as a whole. We're going to be talking about fashion brand entrepreneurism and Division I, D1, and Juco leagues, and just basically how to get it out of the mud with a healthy overcoming of fear. And you talked about basically the topic, NCAA players getting paid. The NCAA boards adopted policy permitting incoming and current student athletes to make money from their names, from their images, and their likenesses. College athletes get paid via social media, endorsements, autographs, and they can retain agents to solicit business opportunities. Miles Weber, how do you feel about that?
I love it, honestly. I think it should have been happening years ago, to be honest.
Was that a conversation you used to have?
Yeah, I definitely felt that way when I was in college. I'm like, man, we're putting in all this work. Why aren't we getting paid? Because I just feel like being a college athlete, not a lot of people understand the struggle you go through, waking up at 5 a.m, having workouts, then having to shower real fast, grab something light to eat real fast before you get to class, so you're not late. Because we did actually have, like, people think, oh, athletes just go to school and play sports. No, we had student advisors at our classes making sure we got there and we're on time each time, monitoring us, making sure we're not on our phones. They would walk by and everything, even coaches sometimes.
Wow.
So, yeah, and then it's just a rigorous schedule. Like, my day would start at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I wouldn't be done with my day until 7, 9, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I got homework to do. So it was just
PM. You start at 5 a.m.
man, it's a full-time job being a college athlete. That's why I'm happy they're paying athletes now in college. It's definitely they're definitely worth it.
Okay. Oh, and that makes a lot of sense to me. And, you know, a little Dynamite and I, we have a series, basically Dynamite Sports times Sneakerheads, swag from his lifestyle. You definitely represent that. We only want to have individuals on our platform that represents a swag famous lifestyle. You talked about Pat-Man rocking your gear at the festival in Miami. Also, other entertainment people rocking your gear in a swag from his lifestyle approach. Lil Dynamite, could you kind of give us the mission states of Dynamite Sports swag famous lifestyles?
When we talk about swag famous lifestyle, I always remember a glass of smoothie or a bowl of smoothie. It's like a blend of sports, arts, fashion, and new technology in one beautiful bowl.
Exactly. Very well said. Very well said. And we merge. Go ahead.
Perfect. It definitely sounds lit. I definitely love what you guys got going on.
Exactly. And we merge sports, art, fashion, and technology together. And we present it just like this. And we appreciate you being on our platform. One thing that we talked about with college athletes getting paid is that the NCAA had the college athletes, when you talked about getting up at 5 a.m. and going to bed at 7 and 9 p.m., well, getting in your dorm at 7, 9 p.m. and having to do homework. We talked about the NCAA having players under the G code, which, you know, don't ask, don't tell. Even though we're bringing in tens of millions of dollars, we kind of got you a stiff arm on you where you're not really getting none of this money. Don't ask for it. You just play your role and, you know, keep your mouth shut and do what you need to do. And it kind of had you under the G code. And we have a series all year long, the G code versus the cheat code. And Little Dynamite, if you could just pitch out the definition of the G code and what that is.
I mean, G code is basically something that naturally people know, but they don't really realize that they are doing it all the time. Basically, you do you know what to do, and then you don't say anything that's going to be a trouble for you. So you have to know the limit of when you have to talk and when you have to stop talking. And
Exactly.
basically, yeah, how to how do I say it? Like slither around the blocks and then try not to get in trouble from what you do and what you say.
Exactly. And then I think that the cheat code is what is in place right now where college players can actually get paid. And that's really the cheat code. And Little Dynamite, if you could pitch out the definition of the cheat code.
The cheat code is basically like you have to kind of act like a glitch. You have to know the system, and then you have to know how to get into it and then how to manipulate it so it can give you benefit in the end.
Exactly. And then let's take a look at IMG Academy and kind of talk about IMG Academy. IMG Academy boarding school that Miles attended sits on 680 acres. I know over the years they kept adding more acreage.
Yeah, they just been adding more and more. It looks completely different than when I was there.
And I know that in 2017, IMG Academy hosted their first NBA draft combine for IMG Academy seniors, having a chance to enter the NBA, NBA G League, or overseas Euro League. Can you talk a little bit about that, Miles?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a lot of NBA talent at IMG Academy. Actually, my team I was on, we were 8th in the country. One of my teammates was Jonathan Isaac, who's now with the Orlando Magic. He went to Florida State and then went straight to the NBA. I know. I think it was 2017, I want to say, or 2018. I know Anthony Simmons. I know he went straight from IMG to the NBA draft to the Portland Trailblazers, becoming one of the youngest players to touch the NBA and one of the first players to touch the first round out of prep school. And then also when I was at IMG, there's a lot of pre-draft stuff going on. When I was there, actually, Campaign came and did his pre-draft at IMG. So that was cool, kind of seeing him train for the next level in NBA. I kind of saw the expectations and what he was working on, as well as I know John Morant went to IMG to prepare for the NBA draft, did his pre-draft.
John Morant went to IMG as well?
Nah, not for school, but he went there for his pre-draft process.
Okay, to get ready for the camp.
Yeah, to get ready for the draft and everything. But it's been some guys who came out of IMG who are in the NBA besides John, Anthony. I know Dwayne Bacon spent a brief time at IMG. Dwight Powell, who was with the Mavericks for a little. A few other guys that just slip in my mind. But there were like 8 to 10 players from my team that went either Division I or straight professional from that team that was ranked 8th in the country. So they definitely produce a lot of talent, and it's not just for basketball. They have a golf team like you and me were speaking about earlier. They have a football team that's usually top 5 in the country. It started off as a tennis academy, actually, Nick Bollettieri, and then they kind of branched to all sports. So it's definitely one of the top prep schools, and it was a great experience for me. It helped me mature for college and kind of got me ready.
Didn't Peyton Manning's nephew attend IMG Academy? Seemed like I heard something about that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest.
In the years you attended, what years did you attend?
I was there 2015 to 2016.
Oh, okay.
So I was there my senior season. I unfortunately got injured. I had to undergo a surgery on my ankle, so I didn't get to play my senior season. I reclassed and did a postgraduate year there. So I ended up graduating class of 2016, and then I committed to Chicago State. And then I kind of bounced around a little for college. I went to Chicago State, Western Kentucky. I went to junior college, and then went to NAIA school, and then I signed with an agent most recently. My agent is Dean Hadley, and I'm under representation with BSM, Benlow Sports Management.
Yes, sir.
So Zach Benlow controls my management and everything. And
congratulations.
Thank you. That's been going good so far. I'm just waiting for the right deal. So just grinding every day, waiting for that right deal to present itself.
Absolutely. And you had an opportunity here in the States to play for some EuroLeague camps, if I'm not mistaken. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. I went to Indianapolis and participated in the Eurobasket ESL League. That was a 2-day combine. We did drills. We played a little. And that was showcased to overseas scouts. And there was a lot of top college guys, guys who had already been in pro. So that was a good experience. I got some film from there and made some good connections.
Okay. Now, when those EuroLeague scouts come through, how many scouts were there, and what countries were represented?
I know it was actually kind of weird because of COVID and everything, travel regulations for certain countries. So I don't know how many were on in hand, but I know the whole camp and event was streamed online. So I know people watched from almost every country that scouts for professional basketball. That's what Dustin over at Eurobasket let us know. He's in charge over there. Shout out Dustin. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a great guy.
That's all right. So let's what I'm going to do is just highlight some of the college players that are actually getting paid, and that's something that you've been for a long time. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like it's very long overdue, and I'm glad they finally did that.
Okay, so Hannah and Haley Cavender from Fresno State's women's basketball, on their Twitter, their tweet read, on a billboard in Times Square, what What is life? Blessed. The sisters Hannah and Haley Cavender wasted no time making a deal once the new NCAA policy went into place, which was 12 midnight, July 1st. The two Fresno State women's basketball players became spokespeople for Boost Mobile. That's the reason why they were on the billboard in Times Square. The two Fresno State women's basketball players became spokespeople for Boost Mobile, a triumph of the new NCAA endorsement rules. Their endorsements made headlines on a billboard in Times Square. And their deal was arranged with Icon Source, a platform that connects athletes with companies. Icon Source says it helped arrange over a dozen endorsements in the opening hours after the new rule went into effect July 1st. Also, we're going to highlight Bo Nix, Auburn football. His tweet on Twitter read, Auburn QB Bo Nix announces an endorsement deal with Milo's Sweet Tea, which is a phenomenal, by the way. Life just got a whole lot sweeter for Auburn quarterback Bo Nix after he announced an endorsement deal with Milo's Tea Company. However, the news left a sour taste in the mouths of Alabama fans. So before we get into more of your story, Miles, we're going to highlight and review. We are sneakerheads. We're going to review this Jordan brand ADG2 golf shoe. And to do that, we have a gentleman with us, Nathan. Nathan, how you doing today, Nathan?
Good. How are you? How are you?
Excellent. We're here with Miles Weber and Lil Dynamite, me, Harry Dynamite. What up, though?
What up?
All right. So you had an opportunity to purchase. You were gifted some shoes by your brother, Carson, my man Carson. He's a stand-up dude. He definitely stick to the G code. You know what I mean? He a cool dude. And I know he plays golf maybe on the weekends 2 or 3 times a day. You actually play almost every day. Is that right, Nathan?
Yeah, that is right. I have been playing a lot of golf the last few years. And it was great trying out the shoes. It was great. I really did enjoy them. They're actually really, really comfortable shoes. And yeah, I got them right here. I got them. They're
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
They're awesome. My favorite thing about these shoes actually was the whole traction. The traction part about them.
Yeah.
Amazing. I had little to no slipping, and I played in the rain twice with them.
What?
And nothing wrong about traction on them. They were stern and awesome. But I have really narrow feet too. So, and this is more of a wider shoe. You can kind of tell.
Oh.
But it was great for my narrow feet. It was awesome.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that myself and Carson, we look forward to setting up a private kind of sneaker event with him and some of his friends, and definitely invite you to that event as well. And we're looking at getting your dad into some of these ADG 2s. When he saw you and Carson with him, what did he think?
Oh, he didn't know what to expect because Carson brought home these shoes one day, and he bought the shoes, and knowing that I play a lot of golf, and said, take these out in the course and give them your honest review. So I wrote down a few notes, and honestly, they treated me really well on the course. I had one of my best golfing rounds with them on. I shot a 78 with them, which was really good for me. Anytime I hit 80 is awesome. And but besides the performance, the design of them I love them because they have that athletic look. And also, obviously, Jordan, and how I love the Chicago Bulls The colors are awesome.
Yeah, and Miles is from Chicago, right, Miles?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know I love the Bulls.
I bet.
Besides this Lakers hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
They were really well. Like I said, I played in the rain with them, and they are waterproof. So I was getting them really wet, and I had no discomfort whatsoever on the course that day. So
Okay.
awesome. Yeah,
That's what's up. And I see you got a lot of swag to you right there. I see you got a lot of swag to you. We look forward to talking to you some more and definitely chilling with Carson and seeing you at that private sneaker event that we're going to have. And we appreciate you joining us. All right, Nathan?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that would be awesome. Anytime you need me or Carson, let them know, and I'm always here for it.
All right, peace. All right, thank you, bro.
Really
what up,
appreciate
though?
it.
All right, what up, though?
Have a good one.
All right, you too, man.
Thanks.
All right.
I'm back.
All right, yay. So with that said, when we flip the script to Sneakerheads, before we get more into your story, Miles, we definitely, by you being our second guest here and a professional guest with an agent and representation, and definitely your story of getting out of the mud and entrepreneurism, before we get into the Juco leagues and the D1 leagues and more about your story and your travels to Europe, I want to show you some gifts that you have to choose from as parting gifts. So the first gift, you can choose from one of these 3 gifts. One of them is a combo, but the first one are these 54-inch shoestrings in this nice blue. It kind of matches. It kind of match the blue that's on our font right here, and they're 54 inches. They're 54 inches, so they can go with some high tops. You
That's
can
very
choose
legit.
these. You can choose from those,
Got the lane.
or you could choose from this combo gift. You could get these haunted ghost pepper chips, and these is super hot.
Okay.
And it's a combo because these particular chips will get you ready for the one chip challenge.
No.
The one chip challenge, the $8 chips, and they have a warning. We might have to run this by your agent to see if you can actually.
That sounds like it's gonna have me on the toilet.
I know they good going in, but it's rough coming out with this ghost pepper. And these even worse right here. So you got the choice.
The shoelace is better than that right now.
Yeah, the shoe. right.
To eat or to what?
You know what they say though, the third time's the charm.
The third time, or you could choose these James Harden step backs. These step back tools, these Adidas step back tools, they have some good technology and good court grip in them. And, Harden has a mean step back. I was noticing some of your recruitment tapes and some of your tapes. And first thing I noticed is that you also have a mean step back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then they in some fly colors that you can rock in Arizona. In some of the hot cities, you know what I mean? I know you may be thinking about gear to go with them at this point. So,
may I give you a recommendation? The shoes are cool and all, but I kind of like the blue in that lace, so I would suggest you get the
laces on the Hardens. I don't know. I can't pass on them Hardens.
Yeah, the Harden step backs, but you don't think about it. You might have to text your agent to see, maybe he might want you to go with the chips and y'all do a one chip challenge. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Harry, keep the 2 for me.
So wonderful. Well, we'll find out at the end of the show. So let's just kind of talk about, for those who are just joining us, we're here with guests, Little Dynamite. We're here with guest Miles Weber, who is a pro overseas prospect and IMG Academy alum. And we've been discussing college athletes getting paid, the sports entertainment business, and fashion brand entrepreneurism. Miles also attended some D1 leagues and camps and played in the Juco league. And he's basically here to talk about how to get it out of the mud and how to get to the big leagues. So Miles, let's kind of go over some of your Juco league experiences. Tell me about your Juco league experiences.
For sure. Yeah.
And sticking to the G code and the cheat code at the same time.
Oh, no, I got you for sure. So I went to junior college actually in southern Arkansas in a town called Camden. Wasn't really much there. We had to drive like an hour and a half to see a movie, go to a mall, go to a phone store, get a good meal, like anything. So it was kind of kept me focused definitely on my academics as well as my athletics. And we were just in the gym grinding 24/7. I mean, it was class to the gym. We went straight from class to the gym. We were probably there for practice. We had study hall usually. So we would go class, study hall, practice, probably be done by 9 o'clock. But as far as that, my school, Southern Arkansas University Tech, it was an existing school, but they didn't have a basketball program for about 50 years. So
wow.
we were actually the inaugural season.
Wait a minute. In Arkansas, they had an Arkansas Razorbacks, right? They got a ball team or they just football?
Yeah. No, that's in Fayetteville. That was like about 5 hours. I think that's kind of up north in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the south. We were real close to Louisiana.
Okay. So a little bit further than President Clinton's stomping grounds, right?
Yes, sir. So we did real well. We were a Division II Juco. We actually won our conference. We went 19-10. They didn't let us go to the national tournament because it was our first year returning as a junior college.
So you were in the inaugural season of a junior college in Arkansas, and they didn't have a basketball program for 50 years.
No, not like 50 years. There were actually pictures and trophies and stuff from the last team still up in the school and everything when we were there. So we kind of set the bar for them. They actually won the conference and got to travel to Danville, Illinois, which we didn't get to. I was kind of salty. Me and all my teammates were like, man, we didn't get to go, but they did. But shout out to Coach Marty over there. He's doing his thing.
What up, though, Coach Marty?
Yeah. He's a good guy. But, yeah, so we were there. We beat a lot of top teams from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. We would go into some hostile environments and beat these away teams. Their fans would be mad, talking crazy, trying to get us out of there. We had to get police escorted a few times. It was definitely a cool experience.
Tell me about the first police escort out of there after you beat the team, and what state was that?
I honestly don't know. To be honest, it was a lot of them. We actually had a game in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they had to cut the game early. We won, but they cut the game early because I guess people from the fans or whatever. It was just a lot of bickering back and forth, and the game was kind of getting chippy. But we had the lead by a lot, so they let us out of there, and the police made sure we were good, got us out of there. That was kind of the first experience for me as far as like playing basketball. I played high levels, whether it was AAU, prep school, Division I. That was the first time I ever had to get police escorted playing basketball. I was kind of just like, whoa, this is crazy.
Wow. So no police escorts at IMG Academy, right?
Nah. They made sure we was good. They made sure we were taken care of. But it's completely different. Juco, it kind of humbled me in that sense. I went from a Division I school, and I was at IMG Academy, so I was kind of at a higher level where obviously we took flights, everything like that. Junior college, it would be 15 of us, plus the coaching staff, in 2 little vans driving 7 hours. All crammed, stopping at Wendy's or wherever, having a budget. We all got $10 or whatever it was, $8, whatever it was at the time to spend. And just
like run that value meal. We getting it out of the mud.
Yeah, junior college, man. A lot of ramen noodles, McDonald's. Hard work, man.
Hey,
But
that's what's up.
it definitely opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. I know there's a lot of guys in the NBA who have came from junior college, and a lot of guys at top Division I schools that came from junior colleges as well.
So, for those that are just joining us, could you just kind of talk about your fashion brand one more time and some of the highlights of your fashion brand, just for those that are just joining us?
Yeah, for sure. I actually got a hat right here. There go a hat for my brand, Fully Feared. It's a new. I literally just dropped it on July 12th, June 12th. Sorry, sorry, June 12th on my birthday. I dropped the brand. Our
Show us
slogan.
the shirt one more time. You got one of the shirts with you. Show us the shirt one more time.
Yeah, I got a shirt.
Fully Feared on IG. Shout out your IG too.
Trying to get the camera right. My IG name is @shopfullyfeared. And then my website is shopfullyfeared.com. Tap in, grab some merch. I'm working on some new stuff too. But yeah, the brand's been going great.
And where did the name come from again?
I just it meant a lot to me because I felt like my whole life I've kind of transmuted my fear into fuel and just made me want to work harder.
And some of the celebrities that have worn your gear.
Yeah, Cowboy likes my brand. I connected with him, got him some stuff. Same as BFB the Pac-Man. He wore my brand at Rolling Loud, and that was definitely great for me, kind of seeing my brand on a big stage for the first time, since it is pretty fresh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've seen, definitely go to at Shop Fully Feared.
Yeah, here's our Instagram right here, actually.
Yeah, put that, hold it flush so you can see the camera. Yes, sir. Hold it up a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I've seen.
But Shop Fully Feared, there's the little slogan I just mentioned, and then our website as well to purchase some merchandise. And then here's what I was just talking about, BFB the Pac-Man, wearing that shirt I just showed you guys at Rolling Loud. So it's definitely a lot of big things. I actually just got in a storefront in Missouri, and then I'm just trying to expand some more. Hopefully get it in some stores in Arizona pretty soon. And
I've seen your gear with some crazy font. It had like it looked like foreign font or something like that. It was like American font and something else. What's that?
Oh yeah, I think you're talking about the blue shirt I have. I kind of just did my thing. I spelled the fully. I doubled the F because Fully Feared, and I kind of did the fully here and then the feared right there and put it together with a cool little design.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then I got one, the basic white tee, and I got it in Hebrew font actually.
Yeah, Hebrew. It was Hebrew. That's what it was. Yeah, the Hebrew font.
I got it in the Hebrew font right there because I actually am Jewish. So
okay,
that was cool for me to kind of make it kind of personal. But
it's a good look.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna bring those out when I go to Israel in the near future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want to add a little bit. I really like the idea behind your brand because it's literally just swag famous lifestyle. You said that you want to, not you want to. It's born from using fear as a fuel. So basically, it's G code and cheat code. All in all, so it's just awesome. I really hope your brand grows.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
That's a good assessment, and because it represents G code versus the cheat code, period. Because fear, fight, flight, pause. You're gonna do one of them, and you fighting the whole time, but you fighting with finesse. You know what I mean? You fighting with finesse. You had to represent the G code when you was in the Juco league, getting those police escorts. Don't ask, don't tell, just act like nothing and keep it moving. You know, the cheat code, you coming down there from Chicago up top with crazy basketball skills, developed the IMG Academy, and I'm sure developed on the hardwood and the asphalts of Chicago. You had the cheat code with you the whole time.
Yeah,
Would you
no,
agree?
yeah, no, for sure, definitely. I've been through a lot of adversity, trials, and tribulations, and I've had to kind of keep at it my whole life. I actually just got a tattoo that I feel like definitely assembles to the G code for sure.
Mhm.
It was inspired me by Nipsey Hussle,
Yes,
rest in
sir.
to the great Nip. But
Yes, sir.
I
Shout
got
out Nip. Shout out Nip.
I don't know if you can really see it that clear, but I just didn't quit. You can see it on my Instagram, but I just didn't quit.
Ooh,
Oh, I love it. I
That's
Yeah,
love it.
that's so nice.
I
right
love it.
there on my
And
calf.
it don't stop. And it won't stop.
Nope, I can't give up now. Eh, It's a lot more to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
Marathon.
shout out to your representation and your agent. What's your agent's name and your representation again for
My
pro overseas prospecting?
I'm with 1010 Sports, and my agent is Dean Hadley, and my management is Zach Benelo with Benelo Sports Management. So
Yes.
they're
Shout
kind
out.
of they're kind of a tandem. Shout out to them. They've been working pretty hard for me, and we got a lot in store as
And
I just
we
started my
def
pro career.
yes, sir. We definitely respect the agents and the basketball industry, and the players. We highlighted Rich Paul, and we kicked off our G code versus G. We kicked off our G code versus the cheat code, highlighting Rich Paul, and we have a small series with 1 and 2 minute clips highlighting Rich Paul and his endeavors and some of his players. And we definitely got a lot of respect for Rich Paul. We know the NBA All-Star game is coming up in 2022 in Cleveland, and that's their stomping grounds. And we definitely going to try to represent when that all unfolds. So we're going to highlight a couple of more college players, college athletes getting paid. Sean Shivers, also Auburn football. Nix isn't the only Auburn player to strike an endorsement deal. Sean Shivers announced a partnership with Yoke, Yoke, a platform that allows fans to play video games with and against athletes, which is really cool. Company co-founder Mick Asaf, a former Notre Dame football player, says Yoke has already brought on hundreds of college athletes. Also, we're going to highlight college athletes getting paid. Will Omer, Marshall football, now that NCAA will allow, his tweet on Twitter was, now that NCAA will allow it, I will be playing live shows this year as Will Omer. I am open to all venues and business opportunities. DM if interested. DM if interested. Let's make some music. So he's definitely sending a SOS for the bag. Also, we're going to highlight Gable Stevenson, Minnesota Wrestling. News, his tweet on Twitter said, news, Olympian, hashtag Gophers wrestler Gable Stevenson has endorsement deal with GoPuff, a delivery service as NCAA name, image, and likeness era starts, which was a Thursday, July 1st at midnight. Stevenson has 245,000 Instagram followers and 30,000 Twitter followers, and will be spotlighted and was spotlighted during the Tokyo Olympics this summer. So what do you think about those college athletes getting paid, and what are your thoughts, Miles?
That's dope. It's dope for sure. I'm happy for them. Nobody knows how much hard work they really put in to get to that point, and finally see some proceeds and benefits for everything they've endured. It's great. I salute them for sure.
Right. And the last player that we highlighted played with the Olympics. And just FYI, Olympic medal winners receive a cash reward from their home Olympic committee. The USA Olympic Committee pays members of Team USA $37,000 for every gold medal, $22,000 for every silver medal, and $15,000 for every bronze. So I don't know if they was doing that when some of the Olympic athletes was going against the G code and cheating and stuff like that and not being able to wait until they got a bag. But that, the amateur sports Olympic athlete, it used to only be one or two of them that would end up on the Wheatie box, but now everybody can get into the proceeds.
Yeah.
Yep. Now turning back to you, Miles, tell us about your Division I days and where you play ball in Division I.
I committed to Chicago State University out of high school, out of IMG Academy to play for Coach.
You walked on with that, or how did that work?
Yeah, I was a preferred walk-on with Chicago State University. I was actually ruled a non-qualifier. They just made a new prep rule, I guess, when I was at IMG my last year, where the NCAA will not take fifth-year credits. So, like I said, my senior year I got hurt, and I did that postgraduate year, which therefore reclassed me. And I guess some of my credits from one of the high schools I went to were not NCAA accredited. So I actually was ruled a non-qualifier by 1.5 credits. So I had to redshirt.
1.5?
Yeah.
1.5 credits.
1.5 credits was the reason I couldn't play my first year in college.
That sounds like a cheat code to me.
Man. It's crazy.
Go ahead.
But it is what it is. Then I ended up transferring to Western Kentucky University. I was there. I kind of picked Western Kentucky because my guy Shammond Williams was over there. Shout out to him. He played in the NBA. And he played at UNC, and he was kind of like
University of North Carolina.
Yeah, University of North Carolina. I know he played with Seattle, the Celtics, a few other NBA teams, but he was kind of like an uncle to me the whole time I was at Western Kentucky. I made a lot of good connections there. It was a cool place. It was my first time kind of in the South at that time when I went to Kentucky. I was pretty young. I kind of got
police escorts out of there.
Nah, not really. But I mean, we had campus police, and everybody showed a lot of love to me and the rest of the guys. We would get a lot of free food and just a lot of love like that around town and stuff. Everybody knew who we were. As soon as I got there, people would come up to me on campus, show me love for being on the basketball team. I had some reporters instantly when I first got to campus calling my phone, stuff like that. So that was a pretty cool experience for me. And then
describe that instance when they hit your phone and you have to really stick to the G code. You know what I'm saying? And not say too much, or you kind of have to dance around that. How did that work out?
Yeah, they kind of they just hit me, asked me when I first started talking in the program, why I picked the school, kind of who was recruiting me, if I ever visited prior to my commitment, kind of talked about my past, my high school, where I came from before, my previous institution. And then just asked me expectations. And then that was like the first original one. And then there were little ones here and there where we'd be in contact just about how everything's been going, how we've been in the gym together.
Because Kentucky is definitely a basketball state. Chicago, Ohio, those real basketball states. Indiana.
I didn't really know too much about Kentucky basketball and how crazy they are about basketball until I got out there. But they definitely show a lot of love, and they're big about their basketball. They love their basketball. And then it was a great experience at both of those D1 schools. They definitely take everything serious. It's no joke. It's really a business being at a D1 university. We ate good. We worked out good. We had good weight trainers. They don't play around at a D1 school. It's definitely a lot different than the junior college level as far as the benefits.
A lot of upgrade from ramens, huh?
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. You definitely have a lot of options. when I was at Western Kentucky, we had like a meal card. We could take it, swipe it at Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, Domino's. There's like burrito bowl places there, Starbucks,
Oh,
Panda Express, little like
oh.
cafeteria with the buffet. So it was definitely a lot more options than junior college. We didn't really have much. We kind of just had to either eat fast food, order some pizza, go to the store, learn how to cook something, ramen noodles or whatever.
That's crazy.
That's what's up. What also I'm trying to get like Euro League and going to the Euro League. You're definitely on the radar. You're one of the top prospects in the Euro League. And could you tell me a little bit more about that and what you anticipate and or the prep for it? And just like being on the radar, how does that make you feel? Just kind of sum it up.
It makes me feel good knowing that I do have an agency that I work with, and they're in contact with a lot of pro teams, whether it's in the Euro League or wherever, just different countries, whether it's Israel, Albania, Spain, Mexico, Canada, all types of places. It's just cool. It's all a blessing. I'm kind of taking it all pretty patient, just waiting on the right deal, whatever's the best for my career going forward. But it's definitely a blessing. But at the end of the day, I still haven't signed my first pro deal yet. So at this point, I am still a prospect. So I've just been trying to stay the course, be humble, trust the process, don't beat myself up over everything, and just control what I can control. Honestly, everything's going to present itself. God does have a plan. So I'm excited for everything going forward.
Absolutely.
I kind of want you to elaborate more about that. Like, from what we talk today, everything kind of revolve about around one thing, which is your will to fight. We talk about G code and cheat code, and most of the time it's all about external issue, like how you present yourself to the outside world. But we haven't really touched on how do you give yourself a cheat code that keep yourself to keep pushing through. I know that not all people can be athlete like you, and many of them would probably like fall in between or like uh, give up midway. What message did you give yourself so you can just like push through, keep pushing through, and then just like it became your mantra, your cheat code to just keep on fighting?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely not even gonna sit here and lie to you. It's been a lot of times when stuff went wrong, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to do this no more. Could just kind of discourage myself. And then every time I got to that mode, or I was in a bad mood, or I felt like, okay, maybe this isn't gonna work out. I just
Mhm.
thought about everything I put into it, all the support I have around me, and just I really like thought about what would life be without basketball, and I couldn't honestly see myself doing anything else. So that's kind of why I just kept going at it. Every time I just thought about it, I thought about how I started and when I started, how far I've came, and just how I really haven't accomplished. Like I just felt like I haven't accomplished a lot yet, even though I have accomplished a lot more than the regular person does. But I feel like it's way more to accomplish. I'm just getting started, and I'm excited for everything. I also do train kids on the side and stuff.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, I definitely want to get into that field too once my playing career is over with, kind of helping out kids and stuff. I've done it before. Right now, in like the past year and a half, I've kind of all been focused on myself, kind of just with my career and everything. So I haven't had the time. But it's definitely something I've talked to my family and close friends about getting into someday, kind of giving back to the basketball community and kind of helping other people with their goals.
That's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. And man, you said a lot, man. I have a lot of respect for you and what you're doing and what you have done. Um, uh, Shout out your Instagram one more time.
My Instagram is Miles, Miles _Weber, Weber. And then my brand's page is at Shop Fully Feared.
Yes,
So-
sir. Yes, sir. And there's some fly gear on there. I always see you have positive posts. You have posts that boom, that just knock you between the eyes and make you want to get it or get out the way, and I feel that energy of Fully Feared because it's an energy coming off of your page too. And it's some good positive energy. It's not for everybody, but if you want to push forward, it's definitely for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we kind of wrap it up, we definitely want to thank you for joining us in Little Dynamite. We have a parting gift for you to choose from again. And let's go through the selections again. We have these 54-inch laces in a nice blue. These are step up some shoes. You throw them in there and it'll make some older shoes look brand new.
No way.
Bring them back to life.
Yeah, bring them right back to life. Or you can choose as a parting gift this combo. We have these these haunted ghost pepper chips. And these extremely hot ones, are the precursor to this one chip challenge. Because if you could do these, you may be able to do this one. This one chip challenge. It's not open. It's nice and fresh.
It's a combo.
You may have to run this combo by your agent because you wouldn't want to ingest this before a tryout because as it goes in, it got to come out.
It's a combo. That's
a deadly 2-for-1 right there.
Or you can pick these hardened step backs. Wait a minute. It's a tag. Oh yeah, it's a tag to pop on this. You could pop the tag on these hardened step backs.
Yes, sir.
These step back tools, they got a nice indoor grip. You can get your practice on. You could do whatever, but this definitely be a parting gift. When I look at your tapes, I always think of James Harden immediately. I was like, his step back J is off the chain. It's quick, is pronounced, and you could choose these step back threes.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, and, I need those ones for sure. Then I know Lil Dynamite wants me to go with them laces, but I don't know if I can do it. I gotta go with them Hardens. I can't pass.
You gonna go with these Hardens? You gonna go with these step backs in your size 11? You know what I mean?
I hope she's not mad at me.
It's okay. I will take the lace any day.
She'll take the laces. They'll go up her gladiator sandals, the 54 inches. They may go all the way up. So we definitely appreciate you joining us. I'm gonna get your address where to send the shoes when we log off. We appreciate you mentoring kids. We appreciate you sharing your story with us, and we're definitely rooting for you as your journey as an overseas professional prospect and IMG Academy alum. Thank you for joining us, Miles. I want to say, Lil Dynamite, what up, though?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys for sure.
All right, and I'm Harry Dynamite Sports. We put the in sports. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Lil Dynamite. All right, let me go ahead and end the live. Just a moment. Boom. Thanks for joining us.